Hey y'all, Cave Monkey here. Yeah, Wasteland War Pack Armored Doggo from Bob's Tall Tale Part 3 with Extinction. Oh, this is an amazing dino. One, it's no normal tame. We don't know how to tame it yet. It's not a knockout, that's all we know, and the taming mechanics haven't been released yet. But it is very interesting and unique. It is the first of companion tames. That's right. This one here has what is called a companion mode. You can put it in companion mode. It basically follows you everywhere. If you get out of too far of a distance, it'll burrow underground and poof, appear right by your side. You jump on a flyer to fly away. Somehow it's going to poof right on the flyer with you and fly away. That's right. This is a companion Dino that will literally stick with you. If you die, the companion boom, 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 in companion mode will appear just like a snowmacrop right near where you respawn. No kidding. Oh my goodness. So this one here is very interesting indeed. They released a dossier for it, and I found one very interesting thing about this in this dossier right here. In the left-hand side there, second paragraph, this thing is rad safe. Oh yeah, it's rad safe. That means it can go down in the radiation zone of Aberration. That's interesting. But as a companion, it should be able to go anywhere you go. Has a saddle. That's what the basic saddle looks like. There are components for the saddle. There's a dozen of them. And this thing is going to work when it's in companion mode and you put it in companion mode, sort of like picking up the Cosmo and you get the little web slinger in your inventory. Well, you're going to get a dog whistle in your inventory. And we won't discuss all the whistles specifically, but one of them being come here, come next to you, and put it in sentry mode, let you know what's around you, and things of that nature. But apparently, another one is to play dead. And when it plays dead, it will take 95% less damage from wilds and tamed creatures that are not ridden. Tamed creatures that are not ridden that attacks it. It will not. It is not going to take that reduced damage from anybody that's riding a dino or turrets or another player or what have you. So I thought that was some very interesting things about this dino here. Um, but we look at the modules we got in this thing. And the first one is the bag there, which basically just extends how much it can carry. And the med kit actually has the ability to heal you, just like a med brew over time, cooldown and what have you. If you fall below 20% of health, apparently it will auto heal you. Extra armor gives damage reduction for the Armored Doggo, but not for you. The spikes give um, damage increases for the Armored Doggo, but not you. The meat sack is very interesting. It takes aggro from other creatures to include tame creatures that are aggroed onto you, and that's not written as that is. And also on top of that, this thing here will actually take the aggro of bosses, apparently. Oh yes, this thing can actually take the aggro of bosses with that. The speed buff does that. Speed buff buffs you with some speed, like old days of ASE, what have you. And it can even stack with vocal chili, I hear. And that is very interesting indeed, especially if you're in a competitive environment. The next six we have the food basket, literally that, carries food and water for you. You can eat and drink right out of your Armadillo. And if either of your stats of water or food hits zero, it'll automatically feed you and water you. No kidding. The chibi basket is such that it can carry another chibi. So you can, for some reason, if you need to level two chibis at the same time, there you go. The spyglass is just that, works just like the spyglass in the game, has some extra abilities they didn't actually talk about, but it does not have the full abilities of the tech binoculars, somewhere in between. And that might actually come in really handy for a lot of things. The rolled sleeping bag is really neat. It gives you hyperthermic and hypothermic insulation, like an otter or a pyromane or other dinos when you're standing next to it. But it's also a mobile respawn point for your tribe. So if you're not playing alone and you're playing with people, your buddy can join you right on that sleeping bag at any time. The ammo box is a very interesting one. whatever weapon you have in your hand that you reload, if it has the ammo in it, it will use that ammo in the ammo box of the Armadoggo before it uses what's in your inventory, whether it's shotgun shells or whatever. If you have that ammo in that ammo box, when you go to reload, you'll be reloading out of the Armadoggo before you reload out of your own inventory. That's really, really handy. And it has a reduction in ammo, so it can actually carry more than you can specifically. The oxygen tank is just that it has a cooldown, goes underwater, helps you breathe and everything, but it also has it's limited on time and how long it will last. So I'm not sure if it's extendable or whatever, and the details are sort of murky on it, but that's what that is. It's basically going in the water without scuba gear because you got the oxygen tank on your Armadoggo. But I'm gonna tell you that just with those little things, and we didn't even cover all of them. There's so many other things that this thing can actually do. It can scare creatures away. Just a simple fact is that it can scare larger creatures away more often than smaller creatures is really wild little thing. But I really wanted to take a look at this thing, give a little video on my opinion of it. I think this is going to be a lot of people are going to have a lot to say about this. A lot of people are going to be happy about it. But there are going to be those over on the PvP side that are absolutely not going to be happy with this. And we can hardly wait to see what those videos look like. But anyway, that's my short little video on what this looks like and the things that they're talking about in there. And, well, I can't wait to look for it. We're going to go through this one in really good detail because there's so much to do with this one. We got to test it all. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. We do appreciate it. And of course, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.